Hey guys, how you doing? It's Duncan here at Holy Basil Thai in Croydon, and today we're going to be doing a beautiful soup. In fact, for the next few videos, I'm going to be focusing on some soup techniques. And today, we're going to start with a Thai infused Tom Yum pumpkin soup. Fantastic, let's get going. When I was a kid, I loved pumpkin soup. And then as I've grown older and I've started to love more about Thai food, I've worked out this beautiful recipe which incorporates my two favourite soups. Firstly, we're going to be starting with a broth soup. So a broth soup is a soup that's not crystal clear, but it's like a liquid based. And that one is going to be our Tom Yum. So down here I've got some fantastic ingredients. I'm going to start here with just 1 litre of vegetable stock. You could use fish stock or chicken stock if you like. And that's going to impart some beautiful flavour. We're going to add some tamarind. Now the tamarind is nice and sour. We're going to add about 2 tablespoons of tamarind. I've got here half a tomato that's been cut up into pieces, some kaffir lime leaves and just 2 hot chilies. This one here is chili jam or num prik pao. Also going to add a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of spice. I've got here some galangal and also some finely chopped lemongrass. They go in. Over here I've got some shallots, just some red shallots, and then some palm sugar. Now palm sugar is commonly used in sweetening Thai food, and it's really good for that balance of sweet, salty and sour. So far we've got the sourness of our tamarind. We're going to put our sweetness from our palm sugar, and later I'll finish it with the soy sauce, which will give it that salt. It'll take about 5 to 10 minutes to come to the boil, and then we're just going to simmer it for another 10 minutes. So that's been simmering now for about 15 minutes, and I'll just turn that off. I wish you could smell what I'm smelling, all those fragrant aromats from all the lemongrass and galangal. It's just absolutely delicious. So that's our Tom Yum finished. All we would do there is finish that off with some seasoning. We're going to use soy for this instance, but you could use fish sauce if you wanted to. And what we're looking for is just to balance that salt, sour and sweet flavour. So that's our Tom Yum done. If you wanted to finish that off as a Tom Yum, you could add some prawns or some chicken or whatever meat you like. If you're vegan or vegetarian, some mushrooms and tofu would be absolutely perfect. But in this case, we're now going to turn this into our puree soup. So we'll start off by straining it out. And now that we have our beautiful clear broth, we put that back into the pot, and then we add about 3 cups of diced sweet pumpkin. Bring that back to the simmer, and again, another 15 minutes. The pumpkin is beautiful and tender now, and all we have to do is puree. You could put it into a blender if you like, but today I'm just going to use a stick blender to make it nice and smooth. Okay, so now that that is nice and smooth, we now have our puree soup. So you could serve it just like this. So if there's a dietary requirement, like you can't have any dairy or cream, this would be perfect in that situation. Now, being a Thai style infused dish, to make this a cream of pumpkin soup, instead of using dairy cream, I'm going to be using coconut cream. This is going to keep it, number one, vegan, but also it's going to add a beautiful Thai flavour to it. So just a couple of tablespoons of coconut cream, and then we stir that through. And now it's time to serve. So just simply put that into the bowl. A couple of generous ladles of this cream of Tom Yum scented pumpkin soup. I'm just going to put a little bit of the fresh coconut cream on top, just for a contrast of colour and presentation. A pinch of crispy shallots. A small amount of chiffonade of kaffir lime leaf, and just 1 or 2 sprigs of coriander. And that is it. So simple, so fresh and so lovely. So again, we've taken our traditional Thai tom yum broth soup, added some fresh pumpkin and made that into our puree soup, and then by finishing it off with some cream, coconut cream, we've made our cream of pumpkin soup. But this one has got a kick. It's got a slight difference, that Thai scent. Beautiful. We'll see you next time for another cooking video here at Holy Basil Thai. Take care.